This morning I woke up and broke my bed. Honestly, this week has been a disaster. This is the not so nice side of van life. Starting with this manky shoe, it's so disgusting. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube. I don't really know what this one is about, but more so loads of things just keep going wrong this week, so I thought I'd just document it so you can see what the real van life is like. It's not always so dreamy. Of course the weather's really good so it feels it, but honestly just so much drama happens all the time. So already this week I've had my bed break on me, I've got mold in my van which I will show you in a bit. Coronavirus is obviously causing problems for everyone, but we're going back into lockdown. So what does that mean for me on the road? I guess I'm based in Shropshire, I work in Shropshire, so this is my home. I'm going to stay in Shropshire. I did try and call around some campsites, but they're all going to be closing or whatever, the ones that are a reasonable price to me. Obviously if they're out of my budget, that's it, I'm stuck on the road. So I guess I'm just going to keep doing what I normally do, but obviously just be more cautious of where I'm going and things like that. But yeah, so I'll show you what's happened in my life this week and how van life is amazing but also extremely challenging. This morning I woke up and broke my bed. I pulled it out way too far compared to usual, and when I scooched off the bed it all collapsed underneath me. It's been 4 months and I've never done it, but today was clearly the day for things to go wrong, especially when I had loads of things planned to do. But this is it. You can see it's kind of like snapped, it's damaged the wood here, the screws have been pulled out from the underneath bit, so it all just needs replacing. So I'm going to head to Wickes now and get that replaced. I also wanted to kind of upgrade the bed anyway, but I've been delaying it. I want to put some steel struts underneath to help the sliding mechanism be more smooth. So I'm going to go and get all that and probably sort that today. So plans are not going well. It's not even 10 o'clock yet. This is the not so nice side of van life. Obviously living in such a small space and using things all the time causes damage like it would in any other house. So I clearly used this incorrectly last night and it broke, so I gotta fix it. I should really have like a kind of drill and stuff in the van, but I kind of was hoping nothing would break on me. That was definitely wishful thinking, but it's not the worst. It's not the worst. It's literally just building this box frame again and putting the lock back on. The worst thing about it is that I've Gorilla Glued it all together, so I'm hoping it doesn't ruin these struts too, because if it does then it's just more wood to buy. But other than cost, it's going to take me all of an hour to sort. So yeah, let's go to Wickes. As I'm rebuilding the frame to the one side of my bed, I thought I'd also do a couple of upgrades. Initially, I built a lip in the frame, as you can see here, this white bit. It was to hold the mattress back. However, I stupidly built it to the same height as the struts that I've stuck down here. So it doesn't do what I wanted it to do. So this time around, I've put on an extra lip, again, turning you around. The one that hasn't been painted here, so that will hold the mattress back. I'm also doing a second upgrade where I'll be adding a steel strut along these sliding struts, I guess you call them, so it will help just hold them up and give extra support and hopefully make the bed slide much smoother. I now have the frame complete. Here it is, and the drawer goes in and out of it really nicely. Sorry, it's really dark in here. I think it's only 6 o'clock, but it's pitch black, so I'm just using my head torch again. So I've just got to fit the lock on so it stays, the drawer stays in when I'm driving around. And also here's the lip, so you can see that it now goes above the strut. I'm also upgrading these screws because, as you can see, those screw heads are really big compared to that. So I'm just making them smaller so it just looks less bulky. Voila. I've just pulled into a campsite about 10 minutes from work, and they only charge £8.65 per night for one person in a camper van, which is awesome because so many campsites charge like 15, 20, 30 pounds sometimes. 30 pounds is like more than London rent, and it's for 2 people. They don't give a price for a solo traveller, so I'm always on the lookout for campsites that offer prices for solo travellers. So this one is perfect. It's so beautiful right now. Look, the sun is out and it's November, so I'm very lucky. There's no electric included in this, but I don't have an electric hookup anyway. I'm just relying on my solar panels, and today is perfect for that. So why am I here? I need to shower, I need to fill up my water, empty my wastewater tank, which I usually do like on the road, but I just wanted to kind of chill out today before work tomorrow, and coronavirus is about to kick in. So I thought I'd check this place out and maybe I could stay here for the month, but they actually don't know what they're supposed to be doing because the rules and guidelines haven't been too clear. So they think they're going to be shutting for the full month, so at least I can just enjoy it for tonight. And the next problem why I'm here is I found mould in my van. Obviously it's winter, I only got my heater installed last weekend, and when I went into the back of the van and opened the doors, I saw some mould growing, which is just disgusting. So I thought I need to get to a campsite so I can just like empty things out and give the place a good clean out, and then from now on I can get my heater on and keep the place dry. And to be honest, I don't actually know how it's got wet. I'll show you where it is. I don't know how it's got wet there, so I feel like I've got too many coats in the back of my van, and it's pushing the door like slightly open, so it's then not sealing properly. So this is the back of my van, and I found the mould just here. So let me turn you around. You can see it like on my shoes. There you go, and then here. It hasn't spread anywhere else yet, so I just thought let's just get to the root of the problem straight away so it doesn't go anywhere else, because no one wants to live in a mouldy home. But yeah, that's van life for you once again. This is the back of my van and the mould is here in this corner. So I've got some Dettol wipes. I just thought it'd be the easiest way. I know I'm into eco living and I like to reuse things, but at the same time I don't really want mould on something and then like have to wash that in the sink and have like all this mouldy stuff here. So this is what I'm going with. I'm just going to take all the coats out because I have quite a lot of coats, which I think have been pushing against the door, and that's why maybe there's been some condensation back here because it's not sealed properly. But it looks like it's just on my shoes. The shoes that, you know, if they're really ruined, it's not that big of a problem. I bought them years ago and I wore them when I worked at Selfridges in HR. So I've just kept them just in case I ever need some smart shoes. So let's get emptying. I was hoping it was just the shoes, but if you look back there, there's definitely more mould. So I'm gonna pull, these are like disgusting. My summer shoes, I thought I could just store them on the wheel arch. Oh, fucking hell, look at that. That is manky. It's the gas pipe. That hole, maybe it's not sealed properly. I believe I found the culprit of the mould. It must be my gas pipe, but it's sealed. It's definitely sealed. It doesn't feel wet in there. This is stressful. It's not really that much. It's just that little green patch, so it looks worse than it is, I think. I don't know, I've never really treated mould before. And I don't even know if using like a wet wipe on it is going to make it more mouldy because it's wet, or if because it's got like anti-bac in, it will be okay. So I guess it's just all trial and error when it's van life, and then hopefully I'll come up with a more permanent fix. Or now I've got the heating in, I don't know, maybe that will be the permanent fix and it'll keep the place dry. But it's just so far away from the heater. I'm just not sure if that will do the trick. So anyway, let's get cleaning this mold off. Starting with this manky shoe. It's so disgusting. I kind of just want to bin it, but ooh, it's powdering off. Okay, don't breathe. Oh, I know. Thank you, coronavirus. Okay, I'm just gonna have to touch it, aren't I? So these are my going out shoes, and they like wrap around my legs so I look all sexy. Far from, to be honest. I just like walk around like this on a night out, like, where are we going? That is my garage area now clean, and it was the only mold I found in the van. I've done a little check behind this like foliage and there's nothing on there, so that's good. I'm gonna put the coats back up, and like I said, I'm gonna keep the shoes out and put them in the front of the van because the heat is usually on there. So it will just keep this space clean for now whilst I monitor the mold and whether it comes back now I've got a heater. So drama number a million complete. Check on the mold situation. This is it. I don't know if you can see. What if I go? There we go. It's still pretty bad. So I wiped it away the other day and it's now grown back. I didn't put any of my shoes back here or anything, so they're all fine. My alcohol's fine. And it doesn't look like it's spread anywhere else yet, but I've just spotted just a couple of little drops on this, and then you can see some moisture droplets in there. I've just found some huge patches here too. I'm really not happy with this. I've just taken off the MDF plaque, and as you can see that it's not like fully foil insulated there. I just chopped it out and put the plaque on top. In hindsight, not a good idea. Keep a full vapor barrier. So I'm just going to put the foil across it now and tape it all down, and then put the plaque back on top. So hopefully that will do the job, but again, I'll just keep checking on it weekly and seeing what things work and what don't, and then hopefully by the end of it I have something that works. So I've now managed to foil the whole of the inside. Honestly, this week has been a disaster. My battery has just ran out for the first time in 4 months. I don't even know how because I drive around quite a lot and I've got a split charger. It's been really sunny today as well. And I've been parked in the sun the whole time, so it's at 11.7, so now my heater won't come on and it's really cold. It's the coldest it's been since I've lived in this van. I'm gonna just pop the engine on in the van to hopefully get the battery charging, because it's below the 50% threshold that it should go to. Oh god, I'm just so stressed right now. Dilemma solved. I have put some extra layers on to stay warm for now, and I've popped the engine on to get the leisure battery charging, and put the heating on too in the actual van, so it's warming up the space already. I'm gonna leave it on for about an hour and then probably just go to bed so this day ends. So putting the engine on seems to have done the trick. I have also just got my hot water bottle out, and what you can hear in the background is my kettle boiling. I am now parked at Corbett Woods, just on the outskirts of Shrewsbury. It's really beautiful here. It's currently really foggy, so it just makes the woods look. Anyway, I'm only going to be staying here for the day. I'm not going to be parking overnight, which I have done in the past and had no worries. But I'm having some battery issues. It's literally draining so quickly, and I think it's down to the diesel heater. So I'm still trying to work things out, as I've only had it about 2 weeks, so still doing like tests on it, seeing what's happening. But also there's been no sun, so I'm literally pulling in about 100 watts a day from my solar panels, and I use 100 watts just like on the fridge and charging my phone and just like the daily essential stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna be shifting on again because I've just hit 11.9 volts and my halfway is 12, so I need to keep it at over 12, so I'm gonna shoot again. So yeah, having a little bit of a nightmare, but that's the real van life for you. I have a 120 amp hour battery and 200 watt solar panels on the roof, so it's not a lot of chance to pull a lot of power in, and not a big battery to store a lot of power either. So I keep looking away because I'm looking where I'm going, but so yeah, I'm gonna just shift on and get a little bit of a drive into my van to top up the leisure battery with my split charger. So off I go. So from all the disasters I've been having with my battery, I decided to get it tested, and it turns out it's 30 amp hours, not 120, so it must have got damaged at some point, and I have no idea how. Fortunately, I have 3 years warranty on it, so I've contacted the supplier who will be taking it back to do some tests, so fingers crossed they proved that it's broken, and hopefully I'll be able to upgrade to a Power Road 100 amp hour lithium ion battery, which I'm really excited for. This does 2000 cycles instead of 200, and I can use the full capacity, not just the 50%, which I could only do with the battery I had, which means that I can be confident on the road that I'll have enough power to do my work and to be able to stay in one spot for more than 24 hours, which I've not been able to do. So that is my battery issues update, and let's move on to the next disaster. Another drama this week was that I woke up at about 6 in the morning to like drilling noises on my van. Obviously I shit myself a little bit, and I kind of lay there in bed like, is it really drilling noises? And like after the 3rd time I was like, it really does sound like someone's drilling like on my roof or my back doors. So I opened the side door and kind of hung out a bit like, hey, I'm in here, but there was no one there, and I was parked near a wood, but there's an estate next to it, so there's houses that overlook that road, so it's quite a bait place if someone was to try steal anything. Anyway, I deemed it nothing, as I would have seen or heard something, and then I found this. So I was like, oh my god, someone's tried to break into my back door, but I'm really stupid because that's not attached to that handle. The handle's about here, so there's no way they could have got into the back door like that. So basically I didn't get robbed or attempted theft or anything like that. It was absolutely fine. I still have no idea what the noise is, but a drama is my back door handle has fell off. I've also failed on updating you on the back door handle, so this is another filler clip for that. So basically I fixed it by using some pliers, but whilst fixing it I somehow managed to not fix something correctly, so the exterior back door handle doesn't open it anymore. So I need to get back out there and sort that out, but that's for another day. I'm just going to embrace that all the disasters are pretty much over now. So I'm going to call that a wrap on today's vlog. I know this isn't the funnest of vlogs or the most uplifting, but I promised myself that I would document van life for its truths completely, the good and the bad, and that is exactly what this vlog is. It's all about van life realities and the disasters that happen with it. If you want to wallow in self-pity with me today, please feel free to bitch about your van in the comments below. Anyway guys, you know what to do. If you like my content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on your notifications, and hopefully in the next vlog I will catch you on the road.